Good morning, welcome back to Breakfast Television. Every time they're here, Wilton knocks our socks off. They help you make amazing one-of-a-kind creation. And we got Karen Frisbee-Pittock joining us today as we talk a little bit about, well, we're going to make an edible nest. The whole thing, from everything but the paper on the cupcake, is going to be eatable.
Exactly. And
we're starting with a cupcake that I've never seen anyone pull off. You made a rainbow cupcake.
I made a rainbow cupcake. It's a lot of fun. It was just a regular cake mix.
Okay.
A white cake mix, and I separated the batter in equal portions in little cups, and I colored each of those cups a different color of the rainbow.
Sure,
and then
a little bit of food coloring?
Yeah,
okay.
And then I dropped it by the teaspoon, each color a teaspoon, into the cup and baked it, and
just like
it came out like that.
And it comes out looking like that. Fantastic. And we cut it up so you can see that it goes all the way around and all the way through and tastes just like regular cupcake.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to make that into something special for Easter. What do we have to do?
Excellent. So we're going to take a cupcake.
Okay.
And we're going to take a bag. Now I have chocolate icing with a tip 1M, and we're going to do the 1M swirl.
Okay, which is important to people when it comes to the terminology, when it comes to learning how to do stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you can look it up on the Wilton website, 1M swirl, and they have the instructions on how to do it.
Oh, sweet.
So you start with the bag straight up and down, a little bit above the surface.
Okay.
And we're going to start on the outer edge and just squeeze and swirl that icing kind of low because we're going to be putting these bird's nests on there.
Okay, squeeze and swirl.
Perfect. Oh. And then work your way toward the center.
There you go, squeeze and swirl.
And you can bring it all the way to the outer edge, or you can leave a little of the cupcake showing. It's just personal preference. So beautiful job.
That's almost an approximation of what it was we were trying to do.
It's a perfect approximation.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some edible Easter grass. This really is edible.
It's not just, yeah.
Yep, it's edible.
Oh, yeah.
And we're just going to set this down on the top.
Okay.
And we're going to take a couple of little chocolate or malt little eggs,
okay.
And depending on how fruitful your bird was, you can put in.
My bird has a long, happy relationship and is welcomed in 4.
Excellent.
Young children. Actually, 2 will be eaten by predators, but we don't want to mention that.
No, that's kind of sad. Not for Easter.
And then voila!
Voila, you've got a beautiful Easter cupcake.
Let's talk a little bit about what Wilton does when it comes to decorating things like that, because I think most of us have seen those amazing looking cakes on TV shows or maybe at an event where you say, I wish I could do that. Where do we start though?
Well, we normally recommend that you start with a class called Decorating Basics, and we start at the basics: how to prepare the cake pan, how to bake it, how long to bake it,
right.
How to test to make sure that you're not serving a raw cake, which is not something you want. On the first day of Decorating Basics, well, you do need a kit.
Okay, so there's a kit available at some stores or online, so I buy that starter kit.
Right. You'll need to bring icing, and on the first day we also ask you to bring cookies. And I do a demonstration to show you how to level the cake so it's nice and flat, and how to tort it, which means how to fill it with whatever you want to fill it with, and how to ice it smooth, like they do on TV. And I can usually do that in I can ice it smooth in usually about 10 or 15 minutes. The professionals do it faster.
But I can learn how to do that. I can do the cake, just making a nicely decorated cake in 15 minutes in one class.
I can. It's like anything else, right? It takes a little practice.
And it's the best kind of practice when it's all said and done. It's hands-on. I'm learning and I'm going, and when I'm done, I have tasty treats.
Exactly. And on the first day of class, you will leave class. You're going to learn how to do the stars. You're going to leave class with beautifully decorated cookies.
Okay. So when we're all said and done, coming up, you're going to help Courtney when it comes to do another decoration idea. Make sure you tell her that this is not allowed in class. We're going to take a break. All the information is on breakfasttelevision.ca. Nice work.